And good evening, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to a special Thanksgiving episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick, and tonight, for Thanksgiving, we're going to open up a Chardonnay. This is a wine I picked especially for a Thanksgiving meal. And guess what? We have a Thanksgiving meal to pair with it tonight. So stick around. We'll find out if this really is a wine worth pairing. I've heard some good things about it. I've read some interesting things about it. Supposedly it pairs well with a Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to give it a try, and I'm just going to use my untrained, everyman, unsophisticated palate on it and see if I like it as well. Well, if you're joining me here for the first time, or the 228th time, I believe, because it says the 228th episode of Drink with Rick. Although it's not the Saturday night wine stream, this is a Thursday night Thanksgiving special. This is still a stream of consciousness kind of show. Now, I didn't put together any show notes. This is going to be really just totally off the cuff tonight, and I'm going to rely on the chats to help. To help get things going, because the show is somewhat about the wine. It's not about me, it's somewhat about the wine. This is really about you and me getting together on a holiday and just sitting back, relaxing, and having a good time. Now, you can join live. If you want to get in the chats and join live on the live episode, we are live on these venues. You can get in on the Facebook page. The Facebook page is facebook.com/drinkwithrick. Or YouTube. YouTube is youtube.com, and that's /@drinkwithrick. The Twitch channel is twitch.tv/drinkwithrick1. It's just drink with Rick 1. Drink with Rick 1. Not rum. Run 1. Something like that. It's Drink with Rick 1. No, I have not had any wine tonight yet. I had some earlier, but it was a while ago. Odyssey. We are live on Odyssey, and that is odyssey.com/@drinkwithrick, and the number 7. Much easier for me to say tonight than 1, apparently. You can also follow on Twitter. We're not streaming live there, but you can follow along on Twitter, and that is @drinkwithrick. Also, the podcast version, now this is not the regular Saturday night wine stream, the regular one, but we will be putting this out in a podcast form. The podcast version of this episode will go live on Sunday night the 26th, right? Is that the 26th? I believe so. So that will be Sunday night at 10 p.m. In the meantime, if you can't watch now or watch later, you can subscribe to the podcast. You can subscribe. Go to drinkwithrick.com and hit the subscribe options, and you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, podcastindex.org, blueberry.com, TuneIn, Deezer. Yeah, Deezer's still around. Through your RSS feed, via RSS, I should say, RSS feed. I think I need some wine. Then I'll have an excuse for all these fumbles. Or by email. If you click on that little blue button that says by email, and you go, it'll take you to another page. It says subscribe by email. Put your email address in the little box there, and click the blue subscribe button, and you will get the latest episode of Drink with Rick, the podcast, as soon as it drops, and No salesman will call. Also, if you want, you can buy me coffee or 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever. It's fine. That helps to go to support the show, and mostly it goes to help pay for the prizes and that sort of thing that we give away. And yes, we are going to be giving some prizes away. I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. In the meantime, you can follow and like and subscribe on all these venues if you want. If you want to do that, there's no obligation to do it. But if you, it would really be much appreciated because it would really help support the show. Also, I almost forgot. You can watch live right now on drinkwithrick.com, and if you go to the page for this episode that's streaming right now and click on it, and you'll get a comment box down at the bottom. You type in your comments, and I will respond in kind. It won't be instantaneous, but I can read them on the next episode. Anyway, that's how to reach me. And of course, you can reach me at rick@savoyamedia.com. rick@savoyamedia.com right there. All right. So tonight, well, we've got this wine. This is a VINTJS. VINTJS. I guess it's pronounced VINTJS. I guess so. It can sound like vintages, but it's VINTJS. This is a wine from Sonoma County. This is a Chardonnay. It's a 2021. And I believe this is an exclusive at Trader Joe's. We'll find out more about it in just a moment. Let me show you first what we have on camera 3, if I can get this queued up here. There's camera 3. What we have on camera 3 is a really nice little Thanksgiving dinner. Yes, they're all leftovers. Of course they're all leftovers. They're always leftovers. But we did, my lovely wife, she worked so hard. She got up early this morning, and she worked in the kitchen pretty much all day on this turkey and all the trimmings, and she did a fabulous job on it. I'll tell you what we have here in just a little bit, but she did a great job on it. This is a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, and we had it for pretty much kind of a late lunch, 2 in the afternoon or so. And it went really well. We opened the Stella Rosa wine with it, and it seemed to go okay with that. That's okay. But now we're going to try it with this Chardonnay that I have here tonight. I hope everyone is having a great Thanksgiving. And jump in the chats and tell me how you're doing and how your Thanksgiving has been. And we'll talk about what we have to be thankful for. I'll tell you what I have to be thankful for. I have so much to be thankful for on Thanksgiving Day. So we're good. I think a lot of people were out traveling too this weekend, and this extended weekend, I should say. But I really. I don't know. I'm really not into the traveling on the weekend kind of person because it's just all the hustle and bustle and all the hassles of doing that, and it's just, I don't know. For me, it's just easier just stay home, relax, and just enjoy the day. That's pretty much what I like to do. All right. So let me show you this wine. It's called VINTJS, or VINTJS, I guess, and this is a 2021, this is from Sonoma County, Chardonnay, and let me read the back of it. All right, I'm losing some audio here. Where am I? There we go. All right, let me read the back of this wine. It says vintage. Oh, okay, so that's what it means. VINTJS, Sonoma County Chardonnay 2021. It says vintage, the year in which a wine was produced connected to a specific harvest of grapes. The appellation, a defined geographical indication or place. VINTJS, or VINTJS, expressions of time and place bottled in limited quantity. So the name that's the meaning of the name. Expressions of time and place bottled in limited quantity. Bright golden color with well-integrated notes of pear and red apple, balanced with nice acidity. So, and this is vinted and bottled by ABJ Wines in Healdsburg, California, And there is 13.3% ABV in this 750 milliliter bottle of wine. So that's what we have going on there. I'm going to switch audio for just a minute because I'm getting a little bit of an audio hiccup here. All right, there we go. All right, can everybody hear me okay? Great. All right, so let's go ahead and open this bottle of wine. And I have my foil cutter here. And we're going to cut the foil. There we are. I don't know, I could just go this, but I like to spin the bottle around because it's just, I don't know, it's just easy for me when I'm sitting down. Okay, now I'm going to uncork the wine, or as I like to say, decork the wine. And let me get a close up on this. Now I'm using my special mechanical wine decorker, as I like to say. That was a nice healthy pop there. Hold that for me, will you, Bill? Okay, and I have my aerator, my trusty aerator. I did not chill this wine, by the way. I could have, but I didn't. I didn't have time for that. All right. And to hold the grape nectar, I have my genuine Galway. Let me do that one more time. Come on, take two. Genuine Irish crystal glass, given to me by my employers at bytwowayradios.com. And to hold the glass, I have my genuine Drink with Rick, official Drink with Rick coaster, wine coaster. It's a coaster for anything. It can be anything. All right, so let's pour a little bit of wine into this glass. Just a little bit for starters. There we go. We'll get it going. And you know what? It would not, the wine pouring segment would not be complete without a good swirl, a really good swirl. And of course, for the good swirl, we have some swirl music, also known as more cowbell. Okay. There we go. More cowbell. I think we got it. All right. So, I'm on a little bit of a delay here. All right, so we've got the wine aerated a little bit. We're going to let it sit there and breathe for just a few more moments. And while it's breathing, let's learn a little bit more about this wine. I'm going to check the chats here first. Make sure we're all up to speed there. Okay, now let's learn a little bit more about this wine. Now, I was walking around in Trader Joe's, and I was specifically looking for a white wine, a Chardonnay, to be really specific, for Thanksgiving. And this was at Trader Joe's. And I thought, I really want to go to Trader Joe's for that. Could probably find a good wine, a good value, and it's a little bit more on the, I can't guarantee it's organic, but it's probably a little bit closer to that, I would assume. Maybe. But I thought, okay, it's, and also because it's just down the road from me here a little bit, so it was very convenient. So I went in and I found one, and I've seen this wine, I've seen this label before, numerous times going in there, but I just didn't really, I don't know, it was just not something that I thought, man, I really want to try this. But I thought, well, okay, this time I will. It's a Chardonnay, and the price seemed to be right, so I went ahead and paid the money for it and went out the door with it, and here it is. So I checked around on Vivino. I checked around online in numerous places. Several places had it, but they kept reiterating this is an exclusive Trader Joe's wine. So I really couldn't find much for it pricing-wise. Except I did find that it was, now it's interesting because Vivino says that there's it didn't give me a price for it, but they're saying that the equivalent wines for this are around $14.99 apparently, according to their website. I'm looking at their website for the Chardonnay 2021 vintages, 3.8 stars out of 5 stars based on all the vintages. They did not have the 2021 vintage. Well, they did, but they didn't have enough ratings for it to really put anything up there for it. So this is just across all the ratings. I did see some pretty interesting reviews on it. It sounds like it's okay. I don't think that nothing really glowing, but nothing really bad either that I could see right off the bat. I did check around. Trader Joe's website has an interesting page on this, and they do have a little banner there across the picture. This is TraderJoe's.com that says limited. So it's in limited supply. And trust me, when they say limited, they mean limited, because there are some favorites I've had there that just went away and haven't seen them again. I don't know how limited this one is. Some of these wines are more limited than others, apparently, and some of the other products they have are more limited than others. But this one, they say, according to their website, it says, they're just pulling this from the label, I guess. The vintage wine is an expression of time and place bottled in limited quantity. Well, that part isn't there. The limited quantity part says, allow us then to break down this vintage's 2021 Chardonnay, the distinctive microclimates across Sonoma County. The place, if you will, elicit a wide range of flavors from its impressive plantings of Chardonnay grapes. So they're saying that these grapes were expertly blended to achieve a Chardonnay that exhibits well-integrated notes of pear and red apple atop a creamy palate with a light mineral quality. And so that's... and they're saying here that it says, bright golden color, this wine offers a nice acidity based with toasty oak notes, a perfect match for the wide range of flavors on offer come Thanksgiving Day. So that's what they're saying there at Trader Joe's website. They're saying that this could be a good Thanksgiving wine. We will find out. We will find out very shortly. And we're going to give it a try. In fact, let's give it a try right now. This had better be good, because... oh, I forgot to tell you. They have it listed for $8.99 across the Trader Joe's and on their website. Now, to be... I had set aside my receipt for this wine, but somehow I got misplaced, so I couldn't find it today. I didn't have time to go look for it just before the show. So I'll have to trust them on this. I think that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I think I paid about $8.99 for this bottle of wine. So there you go. All right, let's give it a little bit of a whiff. Yeah, I'm smelling some apple and pear. A little bit of citrus in there too. Let's give it a taste. Okay. There's some apple. It does taste like apple. I was expecting it to taste like a green apple or something, but it does taste like a red apple, as they say. And a little bit, I can't say I'm getting a lot of pear, but I am getting a hint of melon. Sweet on the tongue. It's a little bit sweet on the tongue. And there's a fair amount of acidity in this wine, but you can kind of taste the acidity as it hangs in your mouth. It's a little bit of maybe a hint of lime. Yeah, it could be, but it's a little bit oaky, and you kind of get that going down. It's not a really heavy finish. It's a fairly mild finish, not unexpected. It's not, like buttery, super buttery, like a lot of Chardonnays that I've had, the kind of buttery mouthfeel. It's a little bit crisper than that, I think. And it's fairly bold, actually, surprisingly. I wasn't really, I don't know, it's a little bit on the bold side. When I say bold, I mean bold for a white wine. It's not bad. It's pretty decent so far. Yeah, it's okay. And yes, the apple and I'm getting melon more than pear in this wine. And it does have a little bit of oak, just a touch of oak, but yeah, I'm just getting a little hint of lime, maybe. Yeah, the lime's kind of gone away. Now it's just kind of apple and melon and a little bit of oak, but the acidity, you can definitely taste the acidity in this wine. So it's okay. The boldness seems to be subsiding just a little bit from the second taste. It seems to be, so it's not as bold as it was in the very beginning. Maybe my palate's just becoming accustomed to it. I don't know. Yeah, this is okay. I don't know. It's not fantastic. I've had better Chardonnays. I've definitely had worse. I've had better Chardonnays. It's okay. I mean, right now, if I was going to say I'd give it 3 stars right now, maybe 3.2 stars. It's all right. But you know what? Let's pair it with some food. I think it'll probably be okay with this dinner. Before we do that, let me check the chats, and we're good on the chats. And let's see. All right, we're good there on. And my lovely wife Cheese in the chat on YouTube. She says hello, and hello right back at you. I just want to say, first of all, I want to give you a huge shout out and say thank you for putting together this wonderful meal, for which the leftovers are coming from, and I want to give you a nice round of applause just for that. Thank you very, very much. So, okay, let's go to camera 3, and let's pair it with some food. So the first thing I'm going to pair it with, let's try the white meat. I've got some white and dark meat here, and I've got that's a big hunk there. And I've got some, what else we have here? We've got some potato. Oh, we have a little bit of gravy here. Let's dip this in the gravy. Let's make it really messy and dip it in the gravy. And I have a little bit of, let's try it with a little bit of cranberry sauce. Got some cranberry sauce here too, look at that. So let's have a little bit, I don't want to eat this whole big hunk, but I'll just have some of it. By the way, this turkey is courtesy, well, it's not courtesy, because we paid for it. Boy, did we pay for it. Honey baked ham. This is a smoked turkey from Honey Baked Ham. It's a tradition for us. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of pleasant. It goes pretty well with the white meat. It does. Let's clear the palate a little bit. It does go well with the white meat, but will it go well with the dark meat? And yeah, I mixed it in with the yeah, it was with the gravy and the cranberries. I don't usually eat a lot of cranberry. Do you like cranberry a lot? Some people hate cranberry, or hate's a strong word. They dislike cranberry intensely. Some people love cranberry, and some are just kind of indifferent about it. I'm okay. I'm one of those that kind of is, okay, I'll have a little bit of cranberry with it, but then I just want to kind of taste the meat. Now, what I didn't put on this plate was some stuffing, because I couldn't find the stuffing in the fridge. I think we ate it all. That's not unexpected, because we usually do. All right, let's go back to camera 3. Let's try it out with some of the dark meat. I'm not going to stick this in the cranberry. I want to enjoy my turkey just like this, and with a little bit of gravy. We'll put some gravy on it. All right, and we're going to have it. By the way, If you've never had a smoked turkey from Honey Baked Ham, you really got to try it once. Of course, that's what a lot of people say about fried turkey. I don't think I've ever had a fried turkey, but I'd like to try one sometime. Just not tonight. Oh, yeah. Once again, this mixes pretty well with the turkey, actually. Ooh. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm impressed. The wine didn't really seem like that much when I opened it up. That was my fork. The wine didn't really seem like it didn't seem that impressive when I first tried it out, but when it's paired with the food, it seems to come alive somewhat. I mean that metaphorically. I don't mean it's like it's alive. No, it does. It seems to really kind of come alive a bit paired with the food. So maybe this is a good Chardonnay that really pairs well with food rather than on its own. I'm going to clear the palate one more time. All right, let's go back to camera 3, shall we? Yeah, all right, camera 3, there we go. So let's try with these potatoes. These are also, I think these are also from Honey Baked Ham. And yeah, so I've tried everything from Honey Baked Ham except the ham. So we're going to try a little bit of this. Get this on the plate. And these are good potatoes, by the way. I like the potatoes. I have something to say about the sweet potato pie, though. Once again, this works pretty well with the. I like it. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. I think this would go really well with a turkey dinner, the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. All right, let's try it. Clear the palate one more time. What do we have left here? Oh, yes. Let me go to camera 3 on this, okay? All right, camera 3 is up. Now, what we have here is not. Maybe let me backtrack just a little bit. All right, so Honey Baked Ham will serve up a traditional holiday meal, and they have the potatoes, and they have the sweet potato pie and all that, sweet potato souffle pie. Now, a little story about this, that we used to love their sweet potato souffle. They had a great, just a wonderful sweet potato souffle. Somewhere around the time of the pandemic or just after the pandemic hit, they switched vendors on this. And now, and since then, their sweet potato souffle, well, let me just say, it lacks personality. It's not what it used to be at all. So we quit after last year. My lovely wife, she quit buying the sweet potato souffle and started making her own. And let me tell you something. Her sweet potato souffle is really, really good, and she perfects it every year. And I like this. I love this. My son Tom had quite a bit of it. I'm surprised there was any left, actually. Better be careful, because this sweet potato stuff goes right through you. It does. All right. Anyway, so this is really, really good. Let's try it with the wine, huh? This is really good souffle. Sweet potato pie. I don't need more wine. Oh, yeah. That's a nice combination. This wine goes really well with the sweet potato souffle. Well, so I'm impressed. Everything on this plate. Oh, of course, we haven't tried it with the pumpkin pie, have we? All right, we must try it with the pumpkin pie. Let me clear the palate one more time. All right, let's try it with the pumpkin pie, shall we? Let's go back to camera 3. Have a little piece of pumpkin pie there. Let me turn this around so I can reach it. All right, here's what oops, I got some sweet potato there. I'll get it off. I'll just flick it off. There we go. All right, and let's give this a try. So let me use my right hand. By the way, this pumpkin pie, this was not from Honey Baked Ham. I think it was might have been from Trader Joe's, I think. Very good pie. Now that's interesting. It brings out, the pie is really good. It's a pretty decent combination, but it adds some kind of a spice to it. And it's not the cinnamon I'm tasting. Something else. Maybe there's a little bit of the oakiness or something coming out of here. Interesting. Yeah, it is. It accentuates the oakiness a little bit more, I think, is what is happening here with this combination with this pie and the wine. So it brings out the oakiness just a little bit. I've got pie all over my hands. Look at that. But I'll tell you what, I want to say that overall, I'm very satisfied with this wine paired with a Thanksgiving meal, this VINTJS. This is what we're drinking. VINTJS, a Sonoma County Chardonnay. It's a 2021 vintage, 13.5% ABV. And I can't say that on its own I'm impressed with it, but I think it goes really, really well with the Thanksgiving dinner that we've put together here. I think it goes really well with that. So I'll give this one, I said at the beginning, 3 stars. We're going to let it open up just a little bit more because this is only about an hour show tonight because, it's just a special. We're not doing anything super special. We're just having a Thanksgiving dinner. Just hang around for a while. But I think as it opens up, it's I don't know. We'll find out. I'll give you a final review in just a little bit. But first, let's go to the chats. And I want to say once again, thank you very, very much. You worked really hard. She did. She worked really hard for putting together this wonderful meal for us. And I want to give her another round of applause because she earned it. She really did. And you know what? I think you get this too. I think you earned a hole-in-one. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. That's a good one.
That's the wrong one. That's the audience watching. No, that she doesn't get the crickets, okay? You hit the wrong button. That's what I do on my day off. So what am I doing here? There we go. I didn't mean the crickets. The crickets were my bad. All right, so no crickets for that one. She gets the hole-in-one all the way around. In fact, yeah, no. I'm going to make it worse. If I start pressing more buttons, I'm just going to make it worse. Okay. Anyway, so that's my my initial review of this wine. I just want to say that I am glad that I am still here on this Thanksgiving Day to enjoy it with you. Another year has passed. We have done the Thanksgiving special has become a tradition over the last few years at Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Wine Stream, and through the years, I've one of the things I have put forth here in the show is how thankful I am for everything that I have, and I hope I'm sure you are too. I'm thankful just for being here, for being in this country, and thankful for the opportunities that have been given to me, that have been afforded to me, and it's an amazing place, an amazing country with a really amazing opportunities, and I think that I'm really I'm really thankful for all of this. And I take it for granted sometimes. I think we all do. I think we all take what we have for granted. And we're in such a prosperous place. And yes, we're having, yes, the times are, everybody goes through tough times, and it's not the best economy right now, and it's not the best of a lot of things, as far as the bills are piling up. It's not getting any cheaper to live here. But look, above all of that, it's still there's still some great opportunities here. And I want to say I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to go out and make my way in the world here, as I've done for the last 64, going on 65 years. And I think we all kind of sort of take a lot of what we have for granted, especially with the technology that sort of, the cell phones and the computers and the live streaming and all the things that we have here, the things that we didn't even have of 10 years ago, 20 years ago, that we have right at our fingertips, at our disposal right now. And to really, I think we sort of tend to take it for granted. And this is a good, I think, if nothing else, Thanksgiving Day is a good time to sit back and reflect on all of this and realize just how much we have and how much potential we have, and just what, everything out there that we can do that a lot of other people can't in other countries. And I think that I think we all kind of step back and sort of, reflect on that a little bit. I think it's a good thing, and it'll make us a little bit more appreciative of all these things. So I want to say that I am thankful for all these things. One of the things I'm thankful for, I'm thankful for being here in this country. I'm thankful for having a nice job, doing things that I love to do, making the most of my skills, and developing new skills in a job where I can develop new skills every day. And that's what I like to do. I like to always try new things and try pushing the envelope, so to speak, in terms of what I can do, what my capabilities are. And I always like to, I'm an early adopter on a lot of things. I like to be an early adopter on new technologies, new processes, and things like that. And it's an exciting time to be here, to be able to try all these things that are coming out on the marketplace. And I really appreciate that. I'm really thankful for that. Most of all, though, I'm thankful for my lovely wife, Chi, who is an amazing, amazing person and who puts up with me every day. I'm thankful for my kids, both of them. I'm thankful for them and and having them in health and having my whole family in good health. I'm thankful for my relatives, and I'm thankful for my friends. I have close friends that I really, really cherish. I'm thankful for just being able to get up in the morning. Every morning that I can get up and get out of bed, that's a good morning. It's great to be alive. It is. And I think we should all be thankful for that, and to make the most of every day in our lives. And, what can I say? I'm giving thanks. What are you thankful for? What are you most thankful for? What are you appreciative of? Give it some thought, because you may find that, and you know what? Even if you feel like everything is just dark and the walls are closing in and it's just not a good place to be for you, sit back and think about the things that you do have. And I think once you give that some thought and reflect on that, you'll realize that it may not be as bad as you think, and it could get better. There's that old saying that, things always, you turn around and you look at your issues, your problems, but then you look at some other people, and there's always someone who has it worse. There's always someone who has it worse. That's the old saying. And then there's that other adage that what was it? I was I was upset that I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. And I think once we realize just what we do have, I think that's a reason to be thankful for that. So anyway, I don't mean to get down the weeds on it. Like I said, this is an impromptu thing coming out of my head. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here because this is just supposed to be a short special. Tom Antio's in the chat, and Tom Antio says, "How's the wine?" And it's okay. Let me give it a final review here. All right, final review on the wine. Final review of the wine. Once again, this is what we're drinking. VINTJS, Sonoma County, Chardonnay 2021, 13.5% ABV. And what I'm tasting in it is I'm tasting some apple. I'm tasting a little bit of, they said pear. I'm not getting pear out of this. Let me see. Pear, still getting pear and, apple and melon. That's what I'm tasting in this. And it's a little oaky. And it's also the finish. It starts off sweet, has a dry finish, but and it seems to be a little bit longer now than it was at the very beginning. But it's somewhat acidic. I can feel the acidity, and it's not bad drinking on its own. It's not the best Chardonnay I've had. I can't really say it's a buttery type of Chardonnay. I don't really consider it that buttery, and I've had better Chardonnays. I've had worse, but I've had better. It's kind of a medium, middle of the road kind of Chardonnay, but it went really, really well with everything on this plate. This whole Thanksgiving dinner, it went really, really well with all of it. And so I give this one, because it went well with the dinner, I think I'm going to give it more than 3 stars. I'm going to give it 3.5, maybe. I wouldn't say 4 stars, but it was actually pretty good. So I'd say, yeah, I would pick this up, for a Thanksgiving meal. That'd be okay. I'm all right with that. So yeah, I like it okay. I would say that I don't have anything for it really. But I do want to say that it's been a very, very interesting Thanksgiving for me overall. I want to give a Turkey Day, as a lot of people just call it Turkey Day, and I don't have a turkey. I got no, I'm not playing that. No chicken noises tonight. This is a turkey. These are turkeys. Anyway, the turkey was actually pretty decent. I would say overall, I enjoy the Thanksgiving meal, and I look forward. You know what? Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday of the year. It is, and for the reasons that I just specified, because it gives me a chance to sit back and think about all the things that I'm really appreciative of and I'm thankful for, and the fact that I was able to get out of bed to enjoy this one, I think is great, and I hope that I can enjoy many, many, many more, because I love Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. Anyway, I think that's got it for tonight. I want to thank all those who are watching with me. We have folks watching, and I want to thank you all for being here, even if you didn't get into the chat. Thank you very much. I want to thank my lovely wife, Chi, also for being here, and Tom Antio. This coming Saturday night is going to be the regular Saturday night wine stream, and we're going to open up another wine. We're actually going to open up, I think we're going to open up that one. That's a Pinot Noir, I believe, in the background. So we'll open that up and see how it pairs with foods, and sit back, and I might have a film or two to show, and I might have we'll have some more dad jokes. So join me here this coming Saturday night on the 25th, right? That's November 25th, 2023, for the regular Saturday night wine stream. So I want to thank you for being here, and have a happy, happy rest of your Thanksgiving, and a happy, happy rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. Have a safe one, and it's time for one more celebrity. Yes, it's time for Roadkill Bill. Yeah, it's time for Roadkill Bill, and Bill has that special message for you, and it's an especially important message for this holiday weekend. The message is, please do not drink and drive. Drink in the comfort of your home, your apartment, your hotel room, your dwelling, wherever it is. Don't drink and drive. If you have to go somewhere, call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab, call a friend who has a driver's license and hasn't, a valid one, that isn't expired and hasn't been drinking, to come pick you up. Otherwise, just stay put. Okay? It's not worth it. Don't put yourself at risk or others at risk, especially. And don't text and drive either, because that's also very, very dangerous. And you know what? They're out in our area. They're out stopping people for, doing DWI checks and things like that. So be very, very careful. It's just best to not get in the car and drive around like in that sort of situation. Okay? Right, Bill? Right. Because I want you to have a great holiday weekend, but most of all, I want you to have a safe holiday weekend. So you can join me here this coming Saturday night for the Saturday Night Wine Stream, and we can all get together and drink with Rick. Good night.